Cydni and Sara are back on the show from the Women Tech Council, and today we are talking about 3 things that every entrepreneur needs to know from day one to make sure their company is inclusive. Why is this so important for businesses?
You know, so you were just talking about it earlier in one of the reports, right, where everyone is thinking about how you get more women into these leadership positions. So all of the data tells us that if you have women on senior teams and on boards, the companies outperform in revenue and profits. So that's why we care.
Those are great numbers.
That's right.
Great numbers for women listening out there.
Exactly. Great numbers.
So how do we make that happen, though?
So this is one of the challenges, right? So we talk about, we all recognize that number's low, and it really does come down to actually how are we going to take action and what are we doing? Because without doing things, so yesterday we actually had a talent summit. We had 500 people come, and the entire conversation was around how do you create companies that are good for women? And that's really where we were pulling out these bullet points of, you know, what should you be thinking about from day one? Because you really want to think about it from the very beginning. You can do it at any stage. Whatever stage you're at, you should start thinking about it. But if you do it from the beginning, you get the benefits of having a team with diverse thought that can be accelerated.
What came out of the conference, Sara? What did you come up with that entrepreneurs can do?
Yeah, so when you're an entrepreneur, you're really looking for the best talent to grow your company. And a lot of times, if we look at our networks, they're mostly male or mostly female. And what we want is for those networks to cross, right? So if you're, let's say, a male entrepreneur and you're looking for the best talent, and you look at your network and you don't have enough women, look for organizations like Women Tech Council that can actually help you find those women. We are probably one of the few organizations in the state that can bring thousands of women together. And, you know, not just entry-level talent, we're talking senior-level talent. So we would encourage entrepreneurs, if they don't have a diverse executive team or a diverse startup team, to try to find and meet 10 executive women to start building their network. If they can do that just in the next 3 months, it will drastically change the way they start thinking about female talent in the state.
Is it building a culture?
Absolutely, which kind of goes to our next one, right, which is you've got to make sure that you've got enough training and education for the team. Some of that is including things like making sure you have unconscious bias training so that you understand what's happening with those. But the other one is, it does go down to what you just asked about, which is culture. Across our tech companies, things that are happening are, for example, unlimited time off. So most of our tech companies are no longer tracking time off. What we're going to do is hold you accountable to do your job, and we're going to make sure you do your job, but whatever you need from a flexibility of your work life, we're going to give you.
Yeah, if you think you can take time off and do your job, it's okay.
That's right. Exactly. And if you need to go to the soccer game or the piano recital, we fully support that because we know that you can come back online and do your job. And these really small things change culture, right? They hold to accountability and they allow those conversations. And those culture things are drivers for increasing women.
I like this last tip as well, foster open dialogue.
Yeah, so that's the core of being able to build this really healthy ecosystem, right? You have to have this foundation of trust that exists between the community that you're trying to build. So you have to be able to have people have candid conversations, right? Hey, the culture's changing. We're not going to track time off, but we're going to allow accountability. Now we have to be able to talk about accountability and what that looks like. We have to be able to talk about, hey, something's not right here, and make it safe for women to speak up, for them to ask for that leadership opportunity, or maybe even just give them the opportunity, right? Don't wait for them to ask, but to just be honest about what's going on in our cultures to help to be able to grow it into that next environment that you're trying to build.
If you're a business out there, everybody, and you have questions or you want any more information about what we've been speaking about, womentechcouncil.org. That's the website. Go to our website and we'll link you, goodforutah.com/midday.